missing in the enemy from my
When the war ended in 1918, the town of Ypres was completely devastated. It was levelled to the ground. As a testament to the resilience of the Belgian people, they've rebuilt the entire city, cathedral and all, exactly how it was before the war.
Ypres in Belgium has become a major tourist destination. Many people come to remember the fallen, visit their relatives' graves or soak up the history with a guided tour of the region. It is hard to believe that this war-torn nation is still feeling the effects of the First World War so many years after the war ended. We are keen to find out about the shells that we've seen on the side of the road. To find out the extent of the problem, we've arranged to visit our friends at the Belgian Armed Services in the morning to see if they can shed any light on the situation. The monumental task of cleaning up after this conflict has been left to the Belgian government. Here at Holthurst Forest, the Belgian Army works every day cleaning up the leftovers from World War I, the leftover shells that did not explode. We're here to find out more about the work that they do and the process of dismantling what are very dangerous shells. Let's go and see what they're doing. This is Major Fourman. He's the commanding officer of the base here at Holthurst Forest. The Belgian Minister of Defence put us in contact with him to find out the main purpose of the unit's work.
Our battalion's main objective is actually to aid the Belgian nation. Our mission is to go out there and take away any danger that is related to explosive elements, being it ammunition or being it improvised devices.
The Belgian government have been cleaning up unexploded ordnance since the end of the First World War. Originally it was thought that this problem would be cleaned up within a few years of the end of the war. However, it soon became clear that this problem was far from over. The EOD service was set up formally in 1922 and it's known as the Explosive Ordnance Device Battalion, or EOD Battalion. It is its own unit and consists of personnel from the Belgian Army, Navy and Air Force. The battalion consists of around 300 personnel, of which around 172 are bomb disposal experts. The EOD service's domestic activities include the clean-up and disposal of World War I and II ordnance. Some of this ordnance consists of sea mines, and they tell us that they still dispose of one sea mine every month from the English Channel. Also, with the threat of terrorism, the detection, identification and dismantling of improvised explosive devices has become a major part of the work which the Belgian EOD undertakes. They've seen a sharp rise in the number of requests they've undertaken since September 11th and respond to about 200 call-outs a year. Additionally, the EOD battalion's work covers the humanitarian and demining work which it undertakes around the world. This work consists of cleaning up ordnance from around the world and also teaching other nations' military forces how to safely dispose of both unexploded weapons and improvised explosive devices.
The majority of unexploded bombs which the EOD Battalion has to deal with are from the First World War. This is primarily because of two main reasons. The first is the enormity of the amount of shells fired during World War I, and the rush manufacturing process which ensured that 1 in 3 shells did not explode. To get an idea of the enormity of the entire European problem, it has been suggested that Belgium has less than 3% of World War I's battlefields. The majority of the concentrated trench warfare battles in Belgium covered a small fraction of its territory, limited to the southwestern part of Belgium. This area can be seen clearly marked in green in this map, and this small area generates over 2/3 of the work the EOD service undertakes. Therefore, as the rest of the film covers only Belgian territory, keep in mind that statistics do not cover 97% of World War I's battlegrounds. The EOD Battalion receives between 2,500 and 4,000 requests a year from the Belgian people who find unexploded shells. These requests translate into a constant 250 to 350 tonnes of unexploded ammunition each and every year. This, we are told, is about 15,000 items every year, and at the time of filming, the EOD Battalion were heading to an all-time record as they had found 4,500 shells from World War I in the one location.
May I present to you Gunther Housstraten. He's a captain.
There you go.
And he's the platoon commander of the EOD platoon, so it is his people that provide the first service, let's say, go out in the field and get the ammunition out into military barracks in a safe area. That's his job. It's the first stage of getting rid of the ammunition. Yeah. It's his job.
That's what we call.
The command's just telling us how they're building a new bar on the base here, and when they were digging the foundations, they found ammunition right on this very base here in Holthurst Forest. So. We're just about to go out on a live call and meet some of the troops that from a day-to-day basis are dealing with the disposal of both high explosive and chemical weapons. We're going to be spending the day with them, and it looks like a nice sunny day for collecting old ordnance.
Could they use these? None of the bombs that I found.
Sorry?
None of the shells that I found.
Yeah.
Could they use them in for terrorist activities?
Well, you could use it, yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a container with explosives. But it gives a risk to the possible terrorist to use it.
Yeah.
Because if he simply drops it, the possibility is great that it would explode. Right? We've often been asked the question if we have extra safety measures within our barracks with all the ammunition we have.
Yeah.
In fact, we don't have more than in the normal barrack would have. It's sufficient.
Yeah.
So what we always say is they don't have to come here inside. You can just go outside, drive for maybe 20 minutes, and you can be sure you'll find a few shells.
Depending on the emergency rating which each call is given, depends on how quickly the unit responds. If a shell is in a residential area or is smoking or has some sort of a leak, then they respond immediately. They have a 24-hour service which does this. The non-urgent calls form the bulk of the unit's work each day. We were unable to attend the morning's call out as it involved a shell which was smoking in a field and potentially could have been a chemical leak.